Today on Healthful Indian Flavors with Alamelu, Alamelu will cook an aromatic vegetable dish called bell pepper and radish sambhar. She'll also put together an irresistible curried eggplant and an easy-to-make zucchini with coconut poriyal. All coming up next on Healthful Indian Flavors with Alamelu.
Namaste. Greetings. I'm Alamelu Vairavan and I'm delighted you can join me today. Together we will discover how easy it is to prepare a variety of appealing vegetable dishes that are enhanced with spices and legumes. Today we will prepare an aromatic saucy vegetable dish called bell pepper and radish sambhar. The second dish is an irresistible, very easy to prepare curried eggplant. And a third one, a vibrant and mildly seasoned crunchy zucchini and carrot raita, a yogurt salad with carrots. Sounds good? Let us start cooking. For bell pepper and radish sambhar, let me go through the ingredients that I have assembled. We have 1/4 cup of red lentils, a 1/4 cup of turmeric powder, 2 tablespoons oil. I'll take 1/4 teaspoon asafoetida powder, 1 whole dried red pepper here, and 1/2 teaspoon fenugreek seeds, 1/2 teaspoon mustard seeds, 1/2 teaspoon urad dal, 1/4 cup chopped onion, 1/4 cup coarsely chopped tomatoes. I have more than 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric because I'll be using it twice. And then I have 1/2 cup of thinly sliced red radish, which I'll be doing it later, 1/4 teaspoon tamarind paste, 2 teaspoons sambar powder, 1/2 teaspoon salt, which I will take later, and I have 1/4 cup of tomato sauce and 2 tablespoons coarsely chopped cilantro, okay? And then I also have 1/2 cup of coarsely cut green bell pepper. In order to make this sambar dish, first what we need to do is we have to cook the lentils. I have 2 cups of water boiling here. Okay, I'm going to increase the heat a little bit. See this red lentils? I really want to show this step very well because this particular lentil is high in protein and fiber. When it's cooked in the hot water, you will see how quickly it becomes soft and it blossoms like a beautiful flower. So I'm going to, water is boiling, 2 cups of water. So I'm just going to add my 1/4 cup of red lentils here, okay? And I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric from here. We'll be using more turmeric later too. So there we go, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a stir and let it cook for a while, okay? When we are cooking this red lentils, if the water seems to evaporate, don't be afraid to add a little bit more water until it becomes soft, okay? So I think it is in the high heat. I don't want this to boil over. So I'm going to just put it in the medium high, and we'll keep an eye in the water when the lentil is cooking. And I'm going to tell you about the red radish. Here I have the red radish. I'm just going to cut the ends, and all we need is about a 1/4 cup of sliced red radish. You know, I have students in my cooking class who said, oh, Alamelu, I'm afraid of all the big knives and all that. I would tell them, don't be afraid. Look at my knife. It's so simple and small. So what is more important is when you are cooking, how the final product turns out. That's the most important thing. You do not have to chop 100 miles an hour, okay? You can do it just like what I'm doing. Just play a nice music. Cooking should be a relaxing experience, you know? So we don't have to rush to chop 100 miles an hour. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just slicing the red radish. Red radish is very good when you combine it with the bell pepper. The colors are very beautiful. let's start cooking our sambar here. By the time I finish putting everything together, this lentil should be done and we can pour it here, okay? So I'm going to heat this pan. When this pan is hot, I'm going to add the oil. And I'm going to take all my spices and I'm going to keep this here close to me. So I'm going to add like about 2 tablespoons of oil. There we go. When the oil is hot but not smoking, we are going to add a spice called asafoetida. Asafoetida during Roman times was used as a healing ointment, okay? And it has a strong onion-like flavor, onion garlic flavor. Some people like it, some people think it's too strong, but when you put this asafoetida in the oil, it calms the overpowering smell of the asafoetida, okay? I think the temperature is getting there. Now I'm going to drop my pepper. And I'm going to add the fenugreek seed. Fenugreek has a slight bitter taste, but again, when you put it in the oil, it gives a nice aroma and it adds flavor to the dish. Mustard seeds and the urad. And when the urad turns golden and the black mustard seeds pop, I'm going to add the onions. See how beautifully it's popping and the urad is getting golden brown and it smells so wonderful here. Okay, there we go. We added the onions. Now we'll add the tomatoes. And then I'm going to add some turmeric. Okay, and I'm going to, it smells so good. Now I'm going to add some tomato sauce. And this is tamarind paste. Tamarind is known as an Indian date, okay? I'm just going to use this because it has a lot of water in it and it will just dissolve it. Although it looks like a paste, it will dissolve. Sometimes it's better to put the water, dissolve it, and use it. But don't worry, because we are doing the dish with the tomato sauce, it will take care of it by itself, okay? Now we are going to add our radish here, the red radish. And I'm going to check my lentils. Of all the lentils, usually the sambar is made with tuvar dal, which you get it only in the Indian grocery store. Now look at this, how pretty it is. See how it's cooked nicely now? So I'm going to take that and pour it in here. I'll turn this off and I'm going to show you the red lentils. See the red lentils? Because of the turmeric, the red lentil color changed to yellow, okay? So now I'm going to pour this red lentils in here. It smells so good in here. So now I added and I want my radish to cook. And the radish, because I have sliced it thinly, it will cook very quickly. And this is an amazing powder called sambar powder. Sambar powder has a combination of many spices like asafoetida, coriander seeds, cumin, curry leaves, and all that. So I'm going to add some sambar powder. Okay, and the sauce is very thick, so I'm just going to add about a cup of water to this. Because you can make the sambar as thick as you want or as thin as you want. I don't like to do it too thick or too thin, just medium, okay? And then let's let the radish cook in a high heat. And then when the radish is cooked, what we are going to do is the bell pepper that we have chopped here, I'm going to put that. And see how beautiful and colorful it is. Because of the lentils, the seasonings, and the vegetables, it is a wholesome dish. And I'm going to just put some cilantro here, and there you have it. Hi, here we are in West Allis Farmers Market in West Allis, Wisconsin. It is so exciting to go into Farmers Market to see what vegetables we have in there. We will pick some wonderful vegetables and cook some delicious vegetables that are easy to prepare. Let's go in and check out what we have there. Wow, look at all these varieties of eggplant. Eggplant, it's a purple glossy beauty, I would say. It's a large pear-shaped eggplant, and here we have the Japanese eggplant, and here we have a small eggplant which I call an Indian eggplant. We can cook. It's so easy to prepare so many dishes with the eggplant, and when we pick the eggplant we want to make sure it's heavy and firm, and that tells us that it is fresh. Of course, it's farm fresh vegetable, and it has a smooth shiny skin. And we have the zucchini. Look how beautiful green colored this is. It is firm and hard. This is a delicate flavored vegetable. This is delicate vegetable, and it should be handled carefully. It is a star vegetable in the salad, but we can also season it, cook it with coconut, and it's totally amazing. Look how bright and green it is, and it will last in the fridge for at least a week. Then we have the red radish. Look at this beautiful red radish, and we can remove the stem, remove the root, and clean this up, and it is a star vegetable again in the salad, but also we can make wonderful dishes with red radish. I think I have used red radish with bell pepper to make an amazing lentil dish. Now I will cook curried eggplant. Curried eggplant is cooked with blend of spices and herbs. Eggplant has a unique taste and texture. Eggplant comes in various sizes, colors, and shapes. The eggplant dish that we are going to prepare can be cooked with any eggplant. I am using a large pear-shaped eggplant. When picking an eggplant, make sure it is hard, firm, and smooth. Eggplant is high in fiber, potassium, magnesium, vitamins, and minerals. There are other ways to cook eggplant too, but today we are going to do an easy to prepare dish called curried eggplant. And for this, we need 3 tablespoons oil. I have 1 teaspoon mustard seeds, 1 teaspoon urad dal, about half a teaspoon turmeric, 1 teaspoon garam masala, and about half a teaspoon salt. And here I have half a cup of chopped onions cut lengthwise, 1 cup chopped tomatoes, and I have about 3 garlic cloves. And then I have about 2 tablespoons of cilantro for making this particular dish. Now, when I want to talk about the eggplant, I want to show you, see how nice and hard, and it has a lot of seeds in it. And I already cut 2 cups of eggplant. Let me show you how I did it. You can cut the eggplant into oblong pieces, or you can cut them into small. I like to cut them small because, you know what, it cooks very quickly. You don't have to wait for too long. So I'm just cutting it in a small chopped up pieces, okay? That's what I'm going to do. There we go. It's really fun to cut the eggplant when it's nice and hard. Sometimes the old eggplant is kind of, if the eggplant is not fresh, it is kind of spongy, and it is so soft. So we want something nice and hard like this, okay? So we have the eggplant here. Now let's go and cook the eggplant, shall we? So let's come here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to warm up the skillet, and I'm going to bring my spices close to me. And then we needs about, I would say, for 4 cups, I would say 3 3 tablespoons of oil, because I like to just cook in its own texture, so it's good to have it that way. And then when oil is hot but not smoking, what we are going to do is we are going to add the mustard seeds. We are adding a tablespoon of mustard seeds oil in the oil. The temperature should be really right. If it is not warm enough, the mustard seeds won't pop. If it is too hot, you're going to burn the spices. So it's a technique that once when you keep repeating it, you become very comfortable doing this tempering technique. So can you hear the mustard seeds popping? That's good. And I'll add the urad lentil. And urad lentil, when it is whole, it has a black skin in it. They have removed that skin. They have skinned it and they have split the lentil. So it's called urad dal. It's like you are a doll. But we call it urad dal. Okay? So see, the mustard seeds are popping and the urad is turning golden. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the onion. And we will add the garlic. The garlic is just chopped here. And it gives a nice flavor to the eggplant, okay? And then I'm going to add the tomatoes. And when I use the tomatoes, it's like wine-ripe tomatoes. And this kind of helps the eggplant cook really soft and well. And I'm going to add the turmeric powder. Turmeric is known as the Indian gold. It gives a beautiful color to the dish. So I'm going to put the eggplant here. And we stir this really well. And while I'm stirring this, and I'm also going to put the garam masala. Garam masala is a mixture of many spices. Cinnamon, bay leaf, clove, cardamom, fennel, you name it. All of that is already roasted and packaged, and it is readily available in a package. So all we have to do is to just saute the vegetables, add the garam masala, and then we are ready to prepare the curried eggplant. Okay, so we'll just close this. So by closing it, it will cook in its own steam. Okay. And now I'm just going to add the cilantro. See how colorful it is? So when you put everything together on your dinner table, it is not only aromatic and flavorful, it is also, it's like rainbow of colors. So there you are. Now I will prepare zucchini with coconut poriyal. In order to do this dish, we need 1 tablespoon oil, which I'll use later. I have 1 whole dry red pepper, 1 teaspoon black mustard seeds, 1 teaspoon urad dal. I'm going to have 3 cups of zucchini cubed, and I have about 1 teaspoon chutney powder, half a teaspoon salt, which I will take, and 2 tablespoons dry unsweetened coconut powder. You can also use fresh coconut. And the zucchini squash, it has a creamy white flesh. It is a perfect accompaniment to any meal. Summer squash also comes in various shapes, colors, size, and flavor. All parts of the squash is edible, including the flesh, the seeds, and the skin. They are rich in antioxidant, manganese, vitamin C, A, and dietary fiber. Here I have the green zucchini, but also you can get the yellow zucchini, yellow summer squash it's called. What I did was I just cut this in half and I just cubed it like that, okay? That's all I did. And it's kind of fun to cut it. It's an easy vegetable to cut. So it's fine. And we can even eat this as a raw vegetable. See, this is, I'm just going to take this, cut it in half like that, and go like that. And then the same size, even size cubes. Okay, so we put that in here, and we cut that like in the little cubes. I make so many dishes with zucchini. I am showing you a quick stir fry here, which is so easy to do, and you will see when it's cooked, it will maintain its texture and it will be crisp tender, okay? You don't need to overcook the zucchini because it cooks very quickly. Let's go over here and let's start cooking. I have a skillet that is medium heat right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some oil to roast my spices. That should be enough. And when the oil is hot but not smoking, I'm just going to add a red pepper. See, the red pepper, when it is not, when it is cold, it just, the red pepper gets infused in the oil and it gives a great flavor. But if you break it and put it in the oil, you will see everybody sneezing at your home. You don't want to do that. Just put a red pepper, and it won't be hot, but it gives a good flavor when all the spices are sizzling, okay? Let's see. There we go. Perfect. The mustard seeds popping, and urad turning brown. Now let's decrease the heat, and I'm going to add the squash. It's already washed and cubed. See how beautiful it looks. And when you combine it with mustard seeds and urad, you will see the kids eating out of the plate so quickly, and they will be asking for more. I will say bring all the kids who say they don't eat vegetables. When you prepare vegetables like this, you will see the kids really eating it. And this is a chutney powder. Remember, we used garam masala before, and now I'm using the chutney powder. Chutney powder is a combination of other spices like coriander seeds, chilies, curry leaves, and urad dal and all that. And they are already roasted, and they are ground, ready to be used like this. And now I'll use the salt, just a tiny bit of salt to give the flavor. And I'm just going to give a quick toss, that's all. Whenever I ask for zucchini, in most places I see the zucchini really cooked so mushy. I don't like mushy vegetables. And this is a unsweetened coconut powder, okay? So, because the chutney powder have all kinds of spices, that makes up for the salt. So when we say cut down on salt, use the spices. You will never want the salt. So there you go. Let it be, yeah, I turned it off. Let it be warm. And let's go over here. And I'm going to show you quickly how to make carrot raita. Okay, raita means yogurt. What I have here is about 1.5 cups of shredded carrots and some cilantro. See how pretty this looks? And I have a plain non-fat yogurt. So I'm just going to add that non-fat plain yogurt to the shredded carrots and chopped cilantro. And as a seasoning, I'm just going to use some cumin powder. Okay. Not a whole lot, just enough, because the yogurt, the sweetness of the carrots, and little spiciness of the cumin is an awesome combination. And then a tiny bit of salt too. That's enough. You don't need that much salt. There we go. That's called carrot raita. And when you're making your rice or your any kind of meat, grilled meat or your baked fish or chicken, just do the carrot raita with cilantro, and you will see how everybody likes this very much. And then when you're done, usually when I'm ready to serve, I just put a little bit of cumin like that for garnish. And there you have it, carrot raita. I hope you enjoyed the vegetable magic that we just created. Today, we prepared a saucy lentil-based dish called bell pepper and radish sambhar, an irresistible curried eggplant dish, a crunchy stir-fry called Zucchini Poriyal with coconut, and carrot raita, a refreshing salad that is cooling to the palate. We can serve these dishes separately as a side dish with chicken or fish, or they can be served together as a vegetarian thali in a plate like this with rice and naan bread. When vegetables are cooked with spices and legumes, the resulting dishes become appealing, tasty, and aromatic that are hard to resist. You will be amazed how you and your children will start eating variety of vegetables when vegetables are cooked this way. As an added bonus, legumes and spices are known to have intrinsic health benefits. So, here is a path to nourish ourselves better by eating more vegetables. So long for now. Until next time, with love from my kitchen to yours, Vanakkam.
To order a copy of Alamelu's cookbook, visit mptv.org and click on the store icon. The cost of the book is $32 plus shipping and handling. For more information on this episode of Healthful Indian Flavors with Alamelu, log on to our website at mptv.org.